Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. God, it's been 50 days in a row. I must not have a life. Woohoo! I'm here with Wendy.
Hey, how's it going?
And Bullwinkle?
That's me, Bullwinkle G. Moose, at your service, sir.
Wow. See, Mueller came through again, Wendy.
I know. I think I might have found a new supplier.
Supplier? What?
Mm-hmm.
I received no notes. So Mueller just called me like 20 minutes ago, and he's like, "I got you a guest. Do you have room tonight?" I was like, "Hey, fucking, of course we have room." And he's like, "It's Bullwinkle." I was like, "I grew up on Bullwinkle." Okay, that sounds good. It would be great to talk to him. So Bullwinkle, what have you been up to, man?
Dealing drugs?
Oh, god damn it, Mueller. Oh, god damn it, Mueller. So, what kind of drugs you been dealing, dude? What's your story?
Cocaine.
Alright, okay, I can get with that. What about you, Wendy? Can you get with some cocaine dealing from Bullwinkle?
I'll be buying for sure.
You'll be buying? I'll be trying. So cocaine, like, what type? Like, regular pure powder, little baking soda, or like some fucking crack?
Soft and hard.
Soft and hard. Nice. Okay. For those of you who are listening and don't know what soft and hard means, soft is the powder, and hard is the rock. Crack rock, to be specific. Correct, Bullwinkle? Am I correct in that assertion?
You are correct, sir.
Oh, that's very polite, as opposed to, a recent guest that we had on, Mr. Smelmo, who's not very polite. We appreciate that, Bullwinkle.
I heard about that asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got an interesting sex life. So I'll say that about him. Goes both ways. Muppets will always, really.
So he's AC/DC, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Let me put my love into you, babe. Let me put my love on the line.
Natasha was like that, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did you get with Natasha?
She liked to ride my antlers.
Ooh, antler job. Now, does that do something for you? Do you have, like, sensitivity up there? Or is she just a freak?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, so a little touch? Get a little touched when you're up there? When they're riding them antlers? Them antler rides?
You can feel the juices flowing.
You can feel her juices or your juices or both?
In between.
Somewhere in between. Nice. I would love an antler job. I don't have any antlers, though. I'll never know what that feels like, and you get to know what that feels like.
Correct.
Now, when you didn't have Natasha anymore, I hope this doesn't go down a dark path, but what did you do to cope with that? Like, women-wise, what did you do? Like, who was riding your antlers? How'd you find them?
Rocky the squirrel.
Oh, God.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, you found
Sorry,
other women, right?
Contrary to popular belief, we were not a couple.
I never believed that. I was a child.
In fact, I couldn't stand the son of a bitch.
What was he like?
Princess.
He was a princess, Rocky? I mean, his character, like, I did a little bit of research, like 5 minutes, and to, like, refresh me from Rocky and Bullwinkle. All it should have been called Bullwinkle and Rocky, am I right?
If you want to go in alphabetical order or order of importance.
Order of importance, baby. Woo! So I did a little thing, and he's annoying as shit. Rocky was fucking annoying.
Well, they designed him in such a way that it just didn't really float my boat. I got along to get along,
That paycheck, right?
Yep. Working for the man.
What'd you get paid per episode? Was that Hanna-Barbera? Or no, someone else?
No, it wasn't Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, that guy's a jackal. I know, it was two guys. Who was it then?
Right.
Or what'd you get paid per episode, if you don't mind saying?
$20,000.
Woo! Really?
He blew it all by the next episode on crack.
Yeah, were you a user? Are you still
That's
a user?
incorrect.
What'd you spend it on?
Clothes.
You were a fancy dresser, huh? You a poof?
Poofda extraordinaire.
A poofta extraordinaire. Do you buy a bunch of fancy headbands for your antlers?
No, I do not.
Did you ever get antler extensions from the salon?
No, I did not.
Did you wear chiffons?
No, I did not.
What did you like to wear, Bullwinkle? What tickled your antlers, huh? What'd you wear for Natasha?
A beret.
I worked for Natasha. A
Yeah.
Speedo.
Woo! Gold, right? Gold-plated Speedo?
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't peg you for a bronze guy, baby. You ain't no bronze ager. You're gold. When you're getting 20,000, Wendy, you were getting the fucking gold Speedo and wearing them only once each.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. If you, like, gild your dick in gold when you're a moose and it's hanging almost to the forest floor, you swing that thing the wrong way and Rocky's going to get a concussion.
Bullwinkle, you hanging down there?
Well, you might say that.
Would you say that you're hung like a moose?
I'm a moose, idiot.
So you got a big old moose dick. Nice. That's verifiable by science, unlike fucking Smelmo. God. Smelmo, I don't really want to hear from him ever again.
I don't think your audience in Vietnam does either.
Yeah, he was not kind to them. I mean, and their numbers are dwindling. Dwindling! They're down to like 2. We had like 3 people in Vietnam that were steady Eddies. Or steady Nguyen's or whatever. And we got 2 now. I mean, it's running out of juice. This whole thing's running out of juice. That's okay. You understand that when your career took a hit after the series was canceled.
Oh, yes. They say it was washed up, and, well, without us being us, we didn't take it to Broadway or anything like that because, well, they kind of trapped us in this animated thing and transferring that live with mooses and all that stuff. That is very difficult.
Yeah. Well, like, that fame had to go to your head to some degree, right? I mean, you seem pretty level, but maybe that's just because we're used to Smelmo. You might be a fucking psycho or something. I don't know. What are you? You cool or you a psycho?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. You don't see yourself kind of thing, huh?
No, I'm too busy counting my money.
Count that money. All right, okay. So what made you come on here? I mean, we're not paying you, obviously. We don't have any money. No budget. I'm doing this on a card table.
Minneapolis. I just gotta remind people that the moose is still here.
Okay, well, maybe, I mean, I don't want to shit on my own show, but I'm going to shit on my own show. We don't have people. There are no people. There's lots of shows that you could also probably go on after this. Obviously, finish the interview, obviously, but you could probably get more people if you went elsewhere. However, the type of, I understand you're dealing drugs now, so the type of people you want listening are, in fact, listening to our show, degenerates. It's Degenerate Nation Podcast. Our listeners are awful degenerates.
Well, the problem is when you become a user and a dealer, that's when the logistics get all fucked up.
So you're a user.
Pardon my French.
You can say fuck on here. You can say cunt. I don't care. You can call Rocky a cunt if you want. If he was, you know.
Smelmo's a cunt.
Smelmo is totally a cunt. God, that guy sucks. Yeah. So you said you're a user. You fell into the rock, or
Powder. I was using when I was back on the show because, well, things are given to you and you just do them.
they pumped you full of cocaine to do the takes, take after take, posing for the animators.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How long were your shoots?
4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sometimes longer.
Well, it's 5 days a week, 4 days a week.
7 days a week.
7?
What the fuck?
Oh my god. My childhood is just being like shat upon right now. This is the last bastion I had left, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm here podcasting on a card table with a fucking mustache
they
on.
They were perfectionists, and we had to deliver product. There was no two ways around that.
Well, you delivered a good product, I'd have to say, but at what cost, though? I mean, you're doing drugs. I don't mind the flipping drugs, man. Like flipping drugs, flipping dillies, whatever you want to do, but dang, dude. The using. Yeah,
Judging.
The judge. Am I judging? Oh, bye, Wendy. Wendy had to peace out.
Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye, and she wrote it on a sign for me, and I can read because I'm not Will. So this is going to be even more intimate than Mr. Moose, if I may call you Mr. Moose.
That's fine.
What was your favorite drug and least favorite drug, and why?
Mescaline and mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Let's start with favorite. Why mescaline?
Mellow.
Is it mellow high?
Correct.
Do you see shit?
Faintly so.
Ooh, like faint angels in the background? Something like that?
Colors.
Colors? So would you be on mescaline while you shot?
Yes.
So, that's awesome. Were you seeing Tasha, like, in her cleavage in, like, bright orange and shit?
I never paid attention.
What?
I never paid attention.
So, wait, were you just, like, so zooted out that you were just locked into the lines and the timing and nothing else?
Correct.
It
was just the job.
That's commitment, man. How'd you get into acting?
It was by accident.
Yeah? Aren't they all by accident?
An agent was scoping out where to film a pilot, and I just happened to be in and around the area that they wanted to film the pilot, and they tried to scare me away, and then they found out that I'm a moose that can talk.
And they're like, we're changing this character, or was the character already a moose?
No. That's how I was discovered. I'm a moose that can talk.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking to me, and you do look like a moose, which is cool, you know? It's not a filter on the old Messenger video. It's a real moose. This is really fucking Bullwinkle, which is great. I love it. And so they found out you were talking moose, and then did they rework the pilot then? So be like, let's get this moose character, let's lose this other shit, and let's...
No, they threw another show completely together.
That's amazing. I mean, minus the part where you were tranked up.
They wind up still with their pilot, but that turned out to be a hit series.
What was that?
The Rockford Files.
They were location scouting for the Rockford Files, and they found you, a talking moose?
Yes.
Well, they had a scene in a forest or some shit?
Car chase.
How old were you?
14.
So you were an underage moose being tranked full of drugs and shit to keep filming.
Sound familiar?
Yeah? There's some parallels to the child stars. I mean, you were a child star.
Correct. Well, adult in moose terms.
Yeah, adult in those terms was over 8.
Correct.
Dang, man. And you did it for, in my view, because I'm stupid, I think like you went through to the mid 90s from like the mid 60s. But obviously I'm wrong, right? Or is that what, did you do 30 years?
Wrong.
No? Was I watching reruns?
You're watching reruns.
I was a child, so how did the show end? When did it end? Were you satisfied with the conclusion, or?
I didn't watch the show.
Never? You didn't watch yourself?
Nope.
Were you one of those people that just doesn't like watching yourself on camera, or you just, it's a job's a job, you just don't give a fuck?
Both.
But you were beautiful on camera. I mean, they
Thanks.
animated over you, but you know, you were beautiful, like a model, talking model for the show. I mean, they had to use they couldn't use a real talking squirrel. They had to have an actor with like a green screen suit on and to paint over him. But they found some annoying bitch. Rocky was definitely annoying upon review. I actually had a Rocky and Bullwinkle plush toys, and I made Rocky like a great basketball player. And when I played with my stuffed animals, Bullwinkle was like a power forward. He was pretty good too. I played with stuffed animals a lot, to be honest, Bullwinkle. Did you get a cut of those royalties for your likeness?
No, I do not.
Does that fuel you when you're out dealing?
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Even knowing that you could be like not having to deal drugs because you could have had all the merchandising, like a cut of that, like fucking George Lucas?
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Do you like dealing?
Yep.
What do you like about it? I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of envious that you're doing it, to be honest. I'm doing this shit.
I'm addicted to it.
You're addicted to the dealing? To the game?
So, we ran 4 seasons, 1959 to 1963.
Something's up with your audio, Bullwinkle. Got a dick in your mouth?
Wouldn't you like to know?
There you go. Took it out. Stunt dick. Okay, so from 1959 to 1963?
Yep.
So you've been dealing drugs since when?
1964.
You went straight to it? You didn't try to, like, bounce around in Hollywood?
Nobody wanted to wash up moose.
Man, that's fucked up. And they could have put you in the
I
fucking
tried.
Donna Reed show or something as a pet moose.
I tried.
It's like BoJack Horseman, Jesus.
I tried.
Did you get an acting coach after that?
Yep.
Did you try to write any scripts?
Nope.
Not a writer?
Nope.
You should have had me with you, man. I would have helped you out. You would have helped me out.
You weren't even born at this point, young man.
I know, but I didn't know that when I watched Bullwinkle, that Bullwinkle fell on some, like, what were then tough times, I imagine, before you got the hang of the dealing and loved the game.
Well, the 60s came around and free love and, fuck the man and all kinds of things like that. So I kind of got caught up.
Was it
Plus-
free moose love for everyone, or like, were you a slut then?
No, not really.
Were you in relationships?
I wound up going to prison because I got narked out.
Who narked you out?
Rocky.
I knew he was a bitch. I knew he was a damn bitch, man.
Cold ass snitch.
Cold ass snitch Rocky the squirrel. What a bitch.
Correct.
Snitch bitch. So, how long were you in prison? Were you in federal prison? Like, just regular lockup?
Yes.
Which one? I asked 2 questions.
Federal prison.
Ooh, pound me in the ass prison, huh?
Well, they caught me with the pharmacy, you might say. That means a lot of different drugs.
Oh, God. Did you do more than 6 months?
I did 6 years.
What? Holy shit. Did you track down Rocky after that?
No, I didn't care.
Even though he dimed you out?
I didn't care.
Were you just like a man on a mission at that point? To get yours after it was taken from you?
Pretty much.
I respect
What you learn
that.
in prison what you learn in prison is to get yours. You know, you
Yeah.
either do it through violence or just intimidation.
How'd you do it?
Intimidation. I'm a moose.
That's true, you got fucking antlers. I don't know, like, just some of your mannerisms, your facial expressions, it says, made me think you took it, you know, instead of being the one that gave it. I apologize for that. It's just an image. But now I can see differently that, you know, the antlers are kind of only sort of there because the camera cuts it off, you know? Let me see those bitches. There you go. That is nice. Yeah, pull that camera back. That's sexy. God, I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing right now. Damn. Impressive. Yeah, I could see Natasha or any other bitch riding them.
Well, the human being stayed away from me, so I didn't have a bitch, nor was I anyone's bitch.
I can't imagine anyone trying to fuck a moose, to be honest. I don't know why I initially thought that you'd be the one getting the tough end of everything, but more of a stay to yourself, you better stay to yourself kind of thing because you were a moose and you were dangerous.
Yep.
So did you get any tattoos while you were in jail?
Born to lose.
Where?
On my hoof.
On your hoof? Nice. On top of the hoof or the bottom?
Bottom.
Nice. I like that, man. Born to lose. Interesting. So, what type of clientele do you have, like, back then, and then, like, 80s, 90s, and then more, like, recently, like today?
I sell to anybody from executives to people who live in trailer parks.
Because you can get places fast because you're a moose. Or you got dealers working under you.
Both.
Do you got dealers working under the dealers?
I can't give you my business model. I'm doing something quite illegal.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. I guess I kind of want to join.
No.
Why not? What's wrong? Because I have a podcast? Because
Stick to writing, young man.
I don't have business acumen.
You don't want this life.
But you want it.
You
Why
can't
is
handle
that?
it.
Why can you handle it? You're a moose.
I'm a moose.
Because they don't have, like, complex feelings? Because I don't believe that. I believe that you do. I believe that animals have feelings.
Yep.
Yeah. A man of few words, but of many emotions. I imagine you to be.
Well, I just got burned out on being everybody's moose.
Yeah.
I wanted to be my own man, and I wanted to be left alone.
So you're like
yes,
Zen.
Yes, I was forced to say a lot of stupid stuff on television, and yes, I don't regret it. I was a young moose at that point and stuff like that, and it was early on in the game, so I got well paid, and that was about it.
But you found a new game that you like.
Yes, I do.
Do you ever feel like you're not doing the right thing? I'm just
Nope.
curious, not judging. You're like, fuck, this is the right thing. This works for me, right?
People search me out. I'm not a pusher.
How do they find you? How did Mueller find you?
They found me.
Dang, dude. I'm impressed, man. Just the way you kind of compose yourself with this, like, it is what it is type of attitude. And I didn't expect that from a drug dealing ex-child star. Like, I expected a little bit more like, oh shit, man. Especially after dealing with fucking Smelmo. And you're like casually cool, man.
Well, you gotta keep it humble in this life, or you wind up like Smelmo.
Have you dealt to Smelmo?
No. His reputation is vile.
So you don't deal with people with bad reps.
I don't deal with people in a personal basis. I let my business partners do all that. I just strategize and make the money.
The product sells itself, right? Across products, you sell a lot of different things. We don't have to go into it, but yeah, it's impressive.
Well, let's put it this way: my portfolio is very diverse.
Ooh, let's see. You get things like crack, mushrooms. No, you don't like mushrooms. You probably don't deal them. You wouldn't put that experience on someone else, right?
I play the market.
Oh, the mushroom market. Oh. Tranks, ludes, mescaline, acid, weed. Nice.
I was referring to the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, that's cool. So you invest your money, you launder it, and you invest it.
Correct.
Because then
the bankers are more than happy to launder my money.
Like fucking Scarface, right? So you just make sure there's no Rockies amongst your accountants, get them to flip. I'm looking out for you, man. You just, you got to vet everybody. That part's got to be stressful, no?
We pay off the right people to look the other way. We're not too big. We're a humble organization. We don't need to have drive-bys or anything like that. We're not a bunch of punk bastards.
And you're not concerned about lost product if a dealer, like a low-level dealer, like punks out and like just takes the drugs or gets jumped or something, like breakage,
We handle that in-house.
That's the first menacing thing you've said.
Why does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me. It's just menacing. That's all. Like, we handle it in-house. It sounds like you might murder him or something. Shit.
Your point is?
There's no mortal code except get mine, right? So whatever makes you get yours more and keeps it going, it's got to be something like that pumps your blood. What's the code?
There's a code, and it's like any good organization is, you do your business and you keep your mouth shut.
Did you learn that on set of Rocky and Bullwinkle show?
Yes.
As a teenager?
Well, basically, our creative input wasn't welcome.
Rocky had ideas, huh?
Neither of us creative input wasn't welcomed.
What kind of input?
That's part of the reason we only lasted four seasons.
Damn. I'm sorry, man. See, you can write a fucking memoir if you wanted to.
No books have been written about it. Doesn't matter. I've talked to all the people, and a memoir, that's just masturbation to me at this point.
Hey, well, I know a little bit about masturbation.
Don't want to hear about your personal life, sir.
Do mooses masturbate? We want to hear about your life.
Of course they masturbate. Don't be foolish.
You dating anybody?
I wouldn't tell.
Why? Are they a minor? Underage moose, huh?
They, no, not anything like that. They just happen to be in another relationship. So.
Oh, shit. God damn. Plot thickens, man. Shit. You ever thought about going straight or killing the guy off or something?
No, he's cool with it.
Did he watch your show growing up?
I didn't ask, nor do I care.
No autographs, huh?
Nope.
Interesting.
Well, the one thing that industry taught me was nobody's your friend.
Nobody's your friend. So, Dan, would you advise me against continuing to write material designed for that industry and like just write short stories or some shit? Or are you just...
I do both.
Yeah.
I do both.
Yeah.
In hopes you can find your niche someday.
Yeah, maybe find a pocket of people that can be your friend.
No, carry on. I found my niche as a businessman.
That's a good idea, man. I think I will.
I have legitimate businesses as well, so it's to me it's all dollars.
You achieved what Stringer Bell was hoping to achieve by being somewhere between in the game and quote unquote legitimate, which I don't really believe in. Business is business, like you just said. Business is business.
I see myself as an opportunist.
Well, you took that opportunity from when you were in the forest and the Rockford Files people came after you, and you were like, "Fuck it, I'll do this."
Well, it was pretty fun jumping on top of a car for a minute and shouting obscenities.
That was your audition? Or your unintended audition?
Correct. I just wanted to scare people away.
Were you
I forgot just to make noises. I started talking in English, so.
Were you like
That was
a
my
withdrawn
downfall.
teen, or like one of the teens that went with the flow? Or are you more like kept yourself, like quiet, artistic teen?
Kept to myself,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I mean, seems like you've adapted into that as a grown moose.
Well, I've got to deal with a lot of people, but I have my own space as well.
You got a nice pad?
It's comfortable.
Where you living? How you living?
I don't live large. I don't live beyond my means. I don't believe in that.
But your means, I imagine, are pretty good if you've been fucking flipping powder for years.
I do. You'd be surprised. Most of my stuff is legit. The powder game is just entertainment at this point. It's just one way to launder money.
Huh. I'm fucking fascinated. I wish I could see your org chart. I know you don't have one except in your head, you know? It's like no traces. The dots do not connect, which is, I don't know, it's fascinating.
Well, like I said, I've had to pay enough people off to look the other way.
You ever had to
So
pay
I
off
trimmed
any
down-
hookers or women or mooses?
Selfish mooses, yes.
Do you pay for sex?
No.
No, even though your source of it is in a relationship?
You always pay for sex, son. Think about it.